Hello everybody, my name is Anomalord and welcome to another exciting episode of Let's Play Pokemon Platinum. On the last episode we got the game started off and we met Professor Rowan and received our first Pokemon. Lovely Piplup right here at level 6, has a hasty nature and it loves to eat. Now those both do things to my stats, but because I'm not a real Pokemon nut, I do not know what that does offhand. In later games it actually highlights your stats and tells you what stats those increase and decrease, but I don't know offhand, and honestly it might not do anything at all. The one thing I do know is that our stats are pretty even across the board. The one thing is that our special attack is higher, which is pretty good because we will be using a lot of special attacks. Our ability is Torrent, which allows us to illegally download files off the internet, up our water-type moves when we hit low health. And as we saw last time, we've got two moves that aren't really gonna help us out a lot right now, but that's not really a huge concern because we are going to be getting plenty of moves soon enough. Now, last time our mother told us we should go meet Professor Rowan and thank him for this Pokemon. Oh, hi, Barry. Too slow, I'm sick of waiting. I'm gonna go see Professor Rowan so I can thank him properly. So I had this great idea. Listen up, okay? You know that lake where we always play at? You know how they say there's legendary Pokemon that lives there? You guessed it. Let's catch that Pokemon. That'll make Professor Rowan happy. I'm sure of that. Yeah, I'm sure, given that he yelled at us last time not to recklessly endanger ourselves. Me and you together, we got nothing to fear. Alright. Given that he's not gonna leave me alone until I humor him, let's go do just that. The lake is over in this direction, Verity Lakefront. And up here. Alright, we're at the lake, alright, because we're capturing that legendary Pokemon. Trust me on this one, it's here. It even says so on the sign. Signs, of course, are known for never lying, ever. What's going on? The flowing time. The expanding space. I will make it all mine one day. Cyrus is my name. Remember it. Until then, sleep well you can, legendary Pokemon of the lake bed. Alright, so this crazy guy is just yelling at the water over here. Allow me to pass. Step aside. What's that about? Weird guy. Yeah, my thoughts exactly. Okay, now let's go catch a legendary Pokemon. Yeah! Okay, that was a noise. Did you hear that, Noah? It was a legendary Pokemon crying. That had to be it. No, Barry, that was you making a weird noise. Okay, this will touch it. Wait, what? We don't have anything on us. You know Pokeballs. P-O-K-accent-E balls. If we don't have those, we can't catch the Pokemon. Take them around with us. You think Professor Rowan gives some of you asking? You know, you already said he said to visit his lab if you need anything. Okay, no, I'll race you if there's Central Time rules. Alright. So as he said, there's no real point to sticking around there, because we don't have Pokeballs. And with Pokeballs, we would be able to capture wild Pokemon. But as it stands, if we run into any, we're just going to have to fight them. Speaking of which, here is our first wild Pokemon. That is a Bidoof. And this battle works more or less the same as the battle against Barry that we had last time. For the most part, I will probably be running away from these wild Pokemon, and actually I'm not even really going to show them on the screen. I'm showing this one basically because it's the first one. The rest of them I'm just going to cut out. But I will be defeating these earlier ones just so I can get the experience from it, even though 16 is not really an awful lot. Early in the game, every little bit helps. Is there anything over here? I forget. Doesn't seem like it. Maybe there's some hidden items, but I don't have any means to locate those right now. Anyway, Sandgem Town is out in this direction. Handy hint for walking through wild grass is not to run, because that makes it more likely for Pokemon to show up. And also take the shortest path that you can find if you don't want to run to wild Pokemon. Oh hey, it's Sockhead Lady. Oh, there you are. Please come with me. The professor is waiting. This is it, our Pokemon Research Lab. Let's go. Oh, hi, Barry. Oh, see, the old guy, he's not scared so much as he is totally out there. All doesn't matter, no matter. See you later. Wow, what was that? Your friend sure seems to be really impatient. Well, anyway, let's go inside.
Well, well, look who's here. Anoma, was it? Let's have a look at your Pokemon.
Oh, I'll show you my Pokemon, old man.
I see. This Pokemon seems to be rather happy. Entrusting you with that Piplup was no mistake, it seems. Well, would you like to give it a nickname?
I would like to give it a nickname. What would be a good nickname for this Piplup? I may take a second to think of one, bear with me. I have thought of a good nickname for this Piplup. We are going to call it Pen. Pen. And if you get that reference, you get that reference. And if you don't, I'm not gonna explain it.
Okay, I see. And you're happy with that nickname?
Why, yes, I am.
When I first saw you two about to step into the tall grass with that Pokemon, I was shocked. I was astounded by these foolhardy children.
Jeez, tell me how you really feel.
But now you've astounded me in an entirely different way. Already there is a bond growing between you and that Pokemon. I feel privileged to have met you. I met you 5 minutes ago. I'm sure Piplup feels the same way about you. That's why I'll ask you to cherish that Piplup of yours.
I'm so glad that you're kind toward Pokemon. If you weren't, I'd have to... I just can't say it. What, are you going to kill me? I'm scared of Dawn now.
Let's move on to the main topic. There's something I want you to do for me. Allow me to properly introduce myself first. My name, as you know, is Rowan. I study Pokemon. First of all, I want to know exactly what kinds of Pokemon live in the Sinnoh region. To do so, it is necessary to collect data using the Pokedex. That is what I wish to ask of you. I want to entrust you with this Pokedex. Will you use it to record data on all the Pokemon in Sinnoh for me?
Sure, bro.
Good answer. That's the only correct answer.
I obtained the Pokedex.
That Pokedex is a very high-tech device. It will automatically record data on every kind of Pokemon you encounter. Anoma, I ask that you go everywhere and meet every kind of Pokemon in this region.
I got one too. Okay, yes, but you're very special.
When you walked up Route 201 with your Pokemon, what did you feel? I've lived for 60 long years. Even now, I get a thrill when I'm with a Pokemon. Now you should know that there are countless Pokemon in this world. That means it's just as easy as there are just as many thrills waiting for you out there. Now go! Get out of my sight! Anoma, your grand adventure begins right now!
The Pokemon I met for the first time was a Chimchar. If you would have chosen a Chimchar on Route 201, we'd have the same Pokemon now. Except not, because the Pokemon I have is based on what Pokemon you have. Not that it matters, but yeah, it really doesn't matter at all. Anyway, I'm Dawn. I also helped the professor add pages to the Pokedex. So in a sense, I'm just like you. I got a little head start on you, that's all. Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll be happy to teach you things. Glad to meet you and Elma. Alright, that's the end of this conversation, I guess.
Anoma! I have something good here. You should take this as well.
Obtain the TM27.
That is a technical machine. That one contains the move Return. Using a technical machine, or TM for short, teaches a move instantly to a Pokemon. Bear in mind, however, that a TM is single-use only. The move Return gains power the more friendly your Pokemon is with you. It's up to you, of course, if you want to use that TM or not. I'll send you off with the wish that your journey will be fun.
Oh wow, I didn't know the professor had TMs. Was he a trainer when he was young? Okay, Anoma, I'll act as your mentor. I've got a bit more experience than you as a trainer and as a professor's assistant. Okay, follow me. The building with the red roof is the Pokemon Center. It's a place that heals Pokemon that have been hurt in battle. You can find a Pokemon Center in most towns. The building with the blue roof over here is the Pokemart. It's a shop where you can buy and sell items and medicine. Anoma, since you're a novice trainer, you won't be able to buy many kinds of merchandise because you suck. Don't let it bother you. Oh, that's right, Anoma. Don't you need to let your family know that you're going to be helping Professor Rowan with the Pokedex? You may need to go far away, so I think that you should let someone know. Oh, before you go, heal up your Pokemon at the Pokemon Center. It'll be a lot less scary that way. Okay, bye now. Alright. So, as she says, the next thing that I need to do is I need to go back to Twinleaf Town and let my mother know that I am going to be going on an adventure. But the first thing that I will do is heal up at the Pokemon Center. As you see, I just talked to the lady with the pink hair. She puts my Pokemon in the machine, and I'm all healed up. And while we're here, we may as well also go check out the Pokemart, even though, as she said, we're not really going to be able to buy much right now. That depends on how far you are into the game, what you can buy. So, what I can buy is I can buy Pokeballs, of which I will... I won't actually buy any Pokeballs right now. You can buy them if you want to start catching Pokemon right away, but there's nothing at this point that I really want or need to catch. So I'm just gonna save my money. What I can do though, and what I will do actually, is I'm going to buy 10 potions, which will heal up my Pokemon by, how much was it? 20 HP? Yes. And I'm going to buy a couple antidotes, and a Paralyze Heal. Antidotes cure poisoning, and Paralyze Heals cure paralysis. And those are just good to have on hand for the early game, just in case I run into those things. And now, to run right back to Twinleaf Town, and this is made much easier by the fact that I can jump down these ledges, so I can just walk right around the tall grass. Welcome home, Anoma. Are you and your Pokemon healthy? Take a quick rest, dear. This is a good thing to know, is that you can always heal at your home in Twinleaf Town as well. Wow, Professor Rowan asked you to do something that big. Okay, dear, go for it. Your mom's got your back. Oh, I know. Anoma, I've got something that you'll find useful. A journal. That's a journal. It keeps a record of your daily events. Check it out and you'll be able to remember what you did last. That's helpful if you haven't played the game in a while and you're trying to remember where you are. Gee, a journey full of adventure. I envy you, kiddo. Plus, you're not alone. You will have your Pokemon with you. I wish I could go instead. I'm just joking, dear. Yup, Anoma, I'll be alright by myself, so you go and enjoy your adventure. When you're exposed to new things, you experience new sensations. It makes your mother happy, too. But come back sometimes. I would like to see the kinds of Pokemon you've caught, dear. Excuse me, is my little Barry here? No, he's not. Oh, then he must have left already. What to do? That boy shouted about going on an adventure, then he bolted. He's so headstrong and reckless. I at least wanted him to take this. Not to worry, Anoma was... Alright. Fine. If I must. The parcel. Excellent. Knowing my boy, he would probably head straight to Jubilife City. Please take that to my Barry. Alright. So, by the sound of that, that means that we're going to need to head on to Jubilife City, which is the next city past Sandgem Town. However, I think that that is quite enough for this episode, so next time, we will start on our way towards Jubilife City. Well, make it to Jubilife City, because it's basically right there. And we'll see what kinds of things are waiting for us. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Let's Play Pokemon Platinum.